Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to continue learning um, about regular expressions, and we're going to learn about lookarounds. And so lookarounds are motivated by the following example, which is we got a tweet here, and this tweet has a bunch of exclamation points, and we want to get all of the words such as strong that come before an exclamation point. So to do this, we are going to re-enter in our tweet. We are going to import regular expressions. And now we're going to think about how can we get the words that come before an exclamation point. So we're going to use a pipeline, which should be familiar from the other videos, which is going to be pattern is equal to R of something. Result is equal to re.findAll. Pattern tweet, and then look at the result. And what we need to do is we need to add in the correct something here. Right now we don't get any answers. So to figure out what we should be doing, let's go ahead and copy our tweet over into Pythex. Pull up pythex.org, type in your test string. Okay, so we want things which are right before an exclamation point, possibly right before one or more exclamation points. And then we're going to want to have some letters before this. One or more letters coming before one or more exclamation points. And maybe we would go ahead and split this up into groups. Okay, so we found our matches, and the words we're interested in, like strong, assumption, and touch, are separated out from the exclamation points. So this is one way of solving our problem. So let's go ahead and put this in place of our something. And so if we just wanted the words, we could then just take the 0th entry of each of these tuples and we'd be happy. But there's actually a better and more efficient way, which is to use something called a lookaround, which is going to let us do this in one step and just go right to the words that we care about, not the exclamation points. So it's going to be the same basic workflow. And we actually only need to change one thing, which is we say if we don't actually want this group, we then say question mark equals, and now it doesn't select that. This is what's called a lookaround. It says we want the thing that comes before this group, but we don't actually want the stuff that's in that group. So all we did was we added in a question mark equals, and now it works just as well as before, but without the exclamation points. All right, so those are lookaheads. There are also lookbehinds, where now our motivating example is going to be sometimes, but not always, the most important or at least most intriguing information is in between parentheses. And so we're going to want the stuff that is before and after the in between the parentheses. So let's copy this quote over to Pythex. Okay. So we're going to need a parenthesis to open. Then we are going to need some letters. And in addition to letters, we also want a space, which we can use for /s and possibly commas. And then we're going to want a closing parenthesis. And since we're going to be using lookaheads and lookbehinds, we should split these up into groups. And it looks like I've made a typo, which is that I forgot to say one or more letters or spaces. Never forget the one or more, and do always use Pythex so that way you can see your mistakes when you make them. And now we're going to say, okay, well, this block, I don't actually want it. So we're going to look behind it. Or, sorry, look ahead. And over here, we're going to use a look behind, which is going to be almost the same syntax, but we say less than or equal to rather than equal. And now we just get the words which are in the parentheses. So we've got our thing, we've got a parenthesis, here's a look behind, here's a look ahead. Now we copy this back over into Python. And then that's our pattern. We do result re.findAll, pattern from the tweet, and result. Except we have screwed something up. Oh, yes. We are not looking for this in the tweet. We are looking for this in the string s, which we declared to be this thing. And this is how we can separate out the stuff that is in between the parentheses. So it's not necessary to use lookarounds, but it's usually better. You could just do groups and then pick the indices you want, but your code is more clear and it's considered a good idea. So they're strongly recommended. All right, that's it for this time. I'll see you again next time.